Have you ever felt a sudden tightness in your chest after taking a walk in the evening? Do your legs feel heavier after dinner walks instead of lighter? Do you struggle to breathe right when the air gets cooler? Or feel your stomach swell mid-walk like something isn't working? Then, you're not just walking at the wrong time, you're walking against your body, and the price could be your gut, your heart, or even your sleep. Let's be blunt. Most elders are told, walk after every meal. It's good for digestion. It's healthy. But here's the truth, that generic advice was not made for bodies over 65, and it was definitely not designed for people who carry heart risks, insulin resistance, gastric issues, or spine degeneration. Yep, this is not about avoiding walking. It's about knowing when and how to walk. Because walking immediately after dinner can do more damage than help. Why? Let's start from inside. After eating, your body enters a phase called the postprandial state. This is when your stomach becomes the priority zone, and 40 to 60% of your blood flow is redirected to your digestive organs. Your intestines become the center of your body's energy use. So what happens when you stand up and start walking just 5 minutes after a meal? You divert that blood from your stomach to your muscles, from digestion to motion. And that means your body now has to choose, should I break down this meal or keep this person from collapsing while walking in the dark? And the answer is, it does neither well. That's why so many older people feel burpy, bloated, or short of breath while walking after dinner. You're forcing your system into a split state, and it's not strong enough anymore to juggle both jobs. The result, poor digestion, inflammation, acid reflux, disturbed sleep, and even heart fluctuations. Yep, that light walk could be the reason you wake up feeling like a truck ran over you, and it gets worse if you're diabetic. Because post-meal walking forces glucose to process fast, without proper breakdown. You get sugar spikes, then sharp crashes, which is why some of you feel dizzy or drained halfway through your walk. Let's go deeper. After 65, digestion already slows, your enzyme production drops, your gut muscles weaken, and your core heat lowers. Now imagine throwing in external pressure, walking too soon, in cold air, with stiff joints, while food just sits in your belly. You're not helping yourself, you're sabotaging the very recovery you need. Let's clarify the biology. When you eat, your stomach releases gastrin, a hormone that tells your body, focus here, work on this food. It's like a command. But when you move, especially if you swing your arms, stretch your legs, climb slopes, the body says, wait, we need blood and energy in the muscles, so it reverses its own orders. The result? Half-digested food sloshing in the stomach, fermentation in the gut, excessive gas buildup, and sluggish, disrupted metabolism for the rest of the night. Do you want to know why your morning belly feels heavier now than it used to? This is one of the main culprits. Now let's add another twist, posture. Many elders walk hunched, shoulders forward, lower back tense, pelvis tucked. Walking like this, after a meal, compresses the belly cavity. That means your stomach is literally being squeezed while trying to do its job. Add to that the diaphragm lifting during walking, and now even your breath gets shallower. You're not digesting. You're suffocating your system slowly but surely. Some people also love to drink water while walking. Bad move. Because fluids post-meal thin out stomach acids, making digestion weaker. Then you add motion to that, you dilute, disrupt, and distress your whole process. Let's take a breath. You're probably wondering, but isn't any movement better than sitting still? And yes, if it's timed properly, here's what works better. After a meal, sit upright in a relaxed chair for 15 to 20 minutes. Let the digestive fire get activated. Then do a light standing movement in place. Rotate your arms. Take 5 slow breaths. Do gentle shoulder rolls. Then walk, but only after 30 to 45 minutes. Minimum. That's the sweet spot. Because now your blood has already done its stomach work and is ready to be redirected. And yep, that changes everything. If you walk too early, you feel burnout. If you walk on time, you feel recharged. It's not just about the muscles. It's about the timing, the temperature, the energy, and the internal flow of your body. And after 65, these things matter more than ever. Now, we haven't even talked about the impact of air temperature. Most elders walk after dinner around 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's when ambient temperatures drop. Cold air triggers vessel constriction. That means less blood to skin, joints, brain. And when you're already digesting and moving, your system is too busy to warm you back up. That's why so many elders feel headaches, stiffness in the neck, or even night sweats after a late walk. It's your body overcompensating for a routine that's mistimed. You don't feel it right away, but over days, Then weeks, you start losing energy, losing joint mobility and losing sleep. Now here's one more critical mistake. Walking after dinner and then sitting on the couch to watch TV. That double hit destroys digestion and core circulation. You just moved too early, and then didn't move again. Now the food is sitting halfway in your gut, and halfway in your intestine, rotting, inflaming, gas building. No wonder you feel heavy and tired the next day. So let's fix it. Let me guide you through the new rhythm your body will thank you for. It's not complicated. You just need to learn how to reset your after-dinner protocol. And once you do, you'll sleep better, you'll digest better, you'll move better, and most importantly, you'll feel like your body is actually working with you again. So, here's a question you should ask every single evening. Did your body finish one job before you gave it another? Because when you walk immediately after eating, the answer is no, and that simple no leads to a chain reaction of problems. First, you ruin the hormonal flow. Post-meal, your stomach triggers hormones like cholestyramine to help break down fat. Your pancreas secretes insulin. Your liver begins converting nutrients. These are delicate, timed responses. If you start walking too soon, especially in tension or while talking, your body releases adrenaline, and that hormone shuts down digestion to divert energy. So what happens? Food stays undigested. Insulin becomes erratic. Bile release is poor. And by bedtime, your gut is still working when you should be resting. This means poor sleep, low cell recovery, and eventually weight gain. Yep, not fat from food, but fat from unprocessed fuel. Let's break down the pressure zones. When you walk after eating, your diaphragm rises with every breath. This puts pressure on the stomach. That, combined with gravity from upright posture and jiggling of movement, pushes acid up into the esophagus. And that's where acid reflux comes in, especially in seniors who already have a weak lower esophageal sphincter. This muscle relaxes with age, and when challenged after meals, it fails to close properly. That burning throat you get late at night, not age, not spicy food, it's your timing. It's walking before your stomach sealed the valve. Now let's move to joint health. You might think walking helps your knees, right? Well, not when your joints are full and your belly is heavy from digestion. The body pulls water into the digestive system after eating, leaving less hydration in your joints, and you walk on those dehydrated knees, hips, and ankles. The cartilage grinds, the tendons tighten, and without realizing it, you're inflaming your own movements. Ever notice how a 10-minute post-dinner walk makes your legs ache more than walking at noon? That's why the blood isn't with your knees, it's stuck helping your stomach. What about your spine? As we age, our spinal discs thin out. After meals, the added belly weight from partially digested food adds pressure to the lumbar region. If you're walking with bad posture or your arms are stiff, your core is weak. You are straining your back during its least stable time. This leads to night cramps, restless legs, and even lower back pain while trying to sleep. Let's not forget your brain. When your digestion is taxed, your blood sugar rises and falls unpredictably. This affects your brain's glucose supply. And since your brain doesn't store energy, even short disruptions make you foggy, irritated, or anxious. That's why some people feel mentally tired after their evening walk. It's not age, it's biochemical confusion, caused by poor sequencing of activity. You didn't move wrong, you moved too soon. Let's refocus. Your evening should follow this pattern. Eat in calm. Sit upright for 20 minutes. Breathe slowly to signal parasympathetic activation. Then begin movement, starting with light stretching or light standing motions. Only after 30-45 minutes, walk for 10-15 minutes in flat, easy terrain. Avoid hilly roads. Avoid conversation-heavy routes. Avoid noisy places. Let your nervous system stay quiet. Let your digestion stay on task. You don't need more speed. You need more order. Now let's hit something critical. Airflow. Walking after dinner in closed environments, or polluted air, doesn't oxygenate your cells. It taxes your lungs without recovery. And with digestion already demanding oxygen, you split that supply between two needy systems. This is why walking in poor air leads to tightness in the chest, or that dreaded air hunger elders often feel. So if you must walk later in the evening, make sure it's in fresh, clean air, like a quiet garden, a breezy balcony, or a park that's not crowded. If air is bad, skip the walk. Don't push through. You're not building toughness, you're building stress. Next, let's talk about food weight. If you've eaten a large dinner with heavy proteins or fats, digestion takes longer, up to 3 hours. Walking within 30 minutes of that creates serious bottlenecks. It leads to fermentation, gut gases, and sometimes a laxative response in sensitive seniors. That's right, the walk after dinner could be triggering your late-night bowel urges. Ever wondered why you have to visit the toilet right before bed, or why your stomach growls even when you're not hungry? That's gut confusion, movement versus processing. One was rushed, the other never completed. And now a dangerous note on vestibular balance. As blood is pulled into your gut and muscles, your brain receives less input. That's why some elders feel unsteady on their feet during post-dinner strolls. The lights get blurry, the path gets confusing. It's not your eyesight, it's your body low on balance power. Combine that with dark walkways, poor lighting, and tired knees, and you're setting yourself up for slips, stumbles, or worse, falls. So let's put it all together. Don't move your body until it's ready. Don't ask your stomach to multitask with your feet. Don't blame age for energy loss when the issue is sequence, not seniority. The biggest fix is timing, the strongest medicine is order, and the most powerful tool you have is restraint. You don't need to change your food. You don't need to skip walking. You just need to respect what happens inside your body after every bite. And if you do, digestion improves, sleep improves, breathing stabilizes, joints feel fluid, and mornings become easier. That's how you age with power, not by chasing more habits, but by fixing the ones you thought were right. Now listen closely, because this part is where most people fail without realizing it. After dinner, your body doesn't just process food. It enters its most delicate recovery cycle, and the choices you make during that 1 hour can either repair your system or slowly tear it apart. Yep, you might think walking after a meal is a form of discipline, but if it's done too soon or done in the wrong way, it becomes a form of damning, because your system is in a vulnerable state, a state that requires blood flow in the gut, hormone signaling in the liver, and calmness in the nerves. And instead of allowing that, you're giving it motion, tension, and distractions. That's not discipline. That's misdirection. That's how people age faster, even while thinking they're doing the right thing. You want real health? You need to align your habits with your body's timing, not with online myths or half-truths. Let me give you a checklist of things that silently destroy your recovery after dinner. Pacing around while scrolling your phone disrupts sleep, hormone activation. Doing dishes or house chores immediately after eating drains digestive energy into muscle movement. Wearing tight waistbands while sitting or walking compresses gut walls and disrupts food flow. Drinking chilled water while walking outdoors constricts your blood vessels during digestion. Walking fast or uphill to burn more forces your heart rate up before your stomach has even finished its first task. All of these create a system overload, and if you're over 60, your ability to buffer that overload is reduced. So symptoms appear faster, and recovery takes longer. And here's the most overlooked detail. Post-dinner walking rewires your nervous system incorrectly if done at the wrong time. It activates your sympathetic nerves, the fight-or-flight system. This raises your cortisol, the same hormone that should be falling after sunset. And what does that mean? You don't sleep deeply. Your belly feels full all night. Your insulin stays active until midnight. You wake up with low energy because your body didn't enter full repair mode. So when you walk too soon after dinner, you're not just interrupting digestion, you're breaking your body's biological night mode. What should be calm becomes alert. What should be absorption becomes elimination. And what should be regeneration becomes frustration. Now let's look at what actually works. Because I'm not saying walking is bad. I'm saying timing is everything. And if you time it correctly, your walk becomes a healing tool instead of a stress load. Here's your new evening roadmap. Step 1. Eat slowly. Give each bite full chewing. Don't rush. Don't stand. This allows amylase and lipase, the two primary enzymes, to begin breaking down food before it even reaches the stomach. Step 2. Sit upright in a chair. Don't lie down. Don't cross your legs. Keep your spine neutral. This supports gastric movement and prevents acid reflux. Stay seated for 20-25 minutes minimum. No bending. No twisting. Step 3. Breathe. Place one hand on your chest, one on your belly. Inhale through the nose for 4 seconds. Hold. Then exhale for 6 seconds. Repeat 5 times. This signals your vagus nerve to release digestive hormones and calm the gut. Step 4. Move gently. After 30-45 minutes, begin your walk. But no hard terrain, no hills, no competition. Just light, fluid, easy strides, enough to promote blood flow, not pull it away. And if possible, walk indoors in warmer air, or outdoors with light clothing and a scarf to protect the throat. Cool evening air stiffens joints and triggers vasoconstriction, which you don't want after a meal. Now here's the pro move. After your walk, sit again for 5 minutes in silence. Let your pulse return to normal. Let your gut resume dominance. Then sip a warm herbal infusion like cumin water, fennel, or ajwain. These reset gut temperature and settle the nerves. That's how you end the night clean and calm. That's how the body enters deep sleep. That's how you feel recharged the next day. Let's go even more precise. If you ate fish, eggs, or meat for dinner, wait 50 minutes before walking. These take longer to break down and release bile. Walking too soon disturbs protein synthesis. If your dinner had high fiber like beans, lentils, or cabbage, delay walking by 1 hour. These ferment easily. Movement agitates them and causes bloating. If your meal was light like soup, rice, or porridge, you may walk after 30 minutes, but still start slow. Your gut still needs full blood flow to extract minerals and glucose. What about medical conditions? If you're pre-diabetic or diabetic, wait at least 45 minutes. Start with stretching, then walk at gentle pace. This ensures glucose release happens slowly and doesn't overwhelm your system. If you have hypertension, avoid walking in cold wind. Evening cold constricts vessels and can raise blood pressure temporarily. If you're prone to insomnia, delay any walking until at least 60 minutes after eating. Then follow it with slow breathing or a light warm shower. This soothes cortisol and triggers melatonin production. So you see, it's not about walking or not walking. It's about being in rhythm with your biology. Because when you time your recovery right, your stomach digests more completely, your heart beats more steadily, your sleep deepens naturally, your pain reduces without pills, your body begins to restore what aging tried to take. This is how we fight back. Not with big changes, not with expensive tools, but with a system of timing and intention. You are not fragile. You are not broken. You're just one layer away from feeling better than you have in years. And if you've made it to this point in the video, then trust me, your health means something to you. So apply this. Change your rhythm. Let your body thank you. And if you need the simplest tool to guide that timing automatically, something that reminds you, measures the right window, and gently coaches you each night, it exists. And it's only for those who've stayed all the way through. You're already one decision away from real repair. Make it now before the next evening takes you further from balance. The right walk at the right time isn't just a routine, it's your gateway to healing.